of this conversation is to give anyone who joins us today a brief overview of how the common market has been operating with LFS funding. So what I'm going to show you today, what I'm going to go through is our availability list, all of the tabs that go along with it, which I will break down for you, how to onboard with us or how to get started with us, and then how to start placing orders as well, any additional paperwork that's needed, and how to also work with your food service management company if you're going through that route. So what I have pulled up here is the availability list that we have put together that highlights all of the products that are available from our New Jersey growers. So if you're unfamiliar with us, I'll give a quick little background. Common Market is a nonprofit regional food distributor that connects a network of local family farms directly to institutions. And for the purpose of this funding, we have built out a full network of New Jersey growers to provide you with fresh fruit, produce, meats, and some pantry staple goods as well. So the way that we operate, we're a bit old school. We do not have an online ordering system or anything. We operate with these live Google spreadsheets that are regularly updated to reflect the availability that is currently in stock from our New Jersey growers. So we send this list out weekly on Monday mornings. This first tab here highlights, again, everything that we will have currently in stock from our growers. You'll see up here what week it is indicating our availability for. And the main thing I want to note as you open this list here is to please place all orders by Wednesday at noon for the following week. The reason we have this pre-order deadline set in place is so that we can coordinate with our growers' production and processing schedules so that we can make sure you guys get everything that you need and everything runs smoothly on their end as well. As you go through this list, we will always have fruit at the top. You'll notice there's a lot of gray items here. That just means that they are temporarily unavailable. We are building back stock. We'll always try to at least have 1 or 2 varieties of apples available, though I will offer the caveat that right now we are kind of dwindling in supply as we reach the end of some of our producers' winter stores for apples. We do have pears available though, and some frozen fruit to kind of fill that gap. As you go further down the list, and I'll try not to make anybody dizzy here, but we do have produce listed here. Again, there's going to be a lot of grayed out items just because we are working with New Jersey growers in the dead of winter. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a lot of fresh produce available, but hopefully this will get built out as the season progresses. For the moment, we have a couple of year-round items like mushrooms here. This has another pre-order deadline. We are specifying to just please send in any orders for mushrooms on Monday at noon for the following week. And again, that's just to abide by their production schedule. So if you don't have your full order ready by that Monday at noon, you're welcome to just send that portion of your order in first and then fill the rest in by Wednesday at noon. So moving down the list, the other year-round items that we do have to offer at the moment is a hydroponic lettuce mix, and we also have hydroponic spinach available. I will also note for the lettuce mix, we have a strict commitment only specification here. We have put that in place because of the way that Element Farms seeds their product. They seed out their product every 2 weeks, and for that they need very specific numbers of what and how much to seed. So if you are interested in adding lettuce mix to your order, this is something that we will need a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly standing order commitment for so that we can set aside that product for you and make sure that it is available for you. The spinach, however, can be ordered as a one-off item. Just be sure to ask us about the availability for that. So moving down the list again, we get into some frozen produce that we are happy to provide for you to build out some of the variety for the winter since there isn't much fresh produce available. We have frozen spinach, green beans, corn, and collards available for you. Moving further down the list, we also have some grocery items. We have canned tomatoes. Usually we do have oatmeal that is unfortunately unavailable for the moment. We're building that back up, and we do have some honey available. Lastly, I want to highlight the meat that we have available. We have ground beef and beef patties in 4-ounce or 8-ounce sizes. I want to emphasize and highlight that we also have a pre-order deadline to please place all orders for any beef products by Monday at noon for the following week. Again, this is just to support our producer's processing schedule. The other thing I will note for the beef itself is that if you are looking for more than 5 cases at a time, we do have a strong preference of sending in that order at least 2 weeks in advance. So for example, if you are looking for 10 cases of beef the week of the 19th, the normal order deadline for that would be Monday, the 12th at noon. But we would need to know this week if you would have, if you need that quantity so that we can send that over to our producer and she can make some processing appointments. This is the only sheet in this spreadsheet that you will be ordering from. This is the only sheet within the entire spreadsheet that has our current availability. So please only use this sheet when you are placing orders. I will also mention that we do have a $350 order minimum for all deliveries and a $20 delivery fee. As you move through the rest of this spreadsheet, and I'll just kind of break this down for you really quickly, we do have a tab here that highlights the seasonal availability. Again, please do not order from this tab. We will not have cantaloupe, kiwi berries, peaches, or watermelon available for you right now. This is simply just a directory of all the products that you could potentially receive from our New Jersey growers throughout the growing season. And of course, this is also dependent on weather and growing conditions, so this isn't set in stone. It's not necessarily promised that all of these items will be available, but if you would like to use this as a reference sheet to plan your menus out for the year in order to build down your LFS spending, you're more than welcome to do so. And if you have any questions about any of these items, please feel free to reach out and we can help to work through some of your menus with you. We're always happy to support with some menu planning as well. So the next tab here highlights the products that we have available from our socially disadvantaged growers. I know some schools do have a specific amount of funding set aside for LFS to support socially disadvantaged growers. Right now, this list is a little bit sparse. Again, we are waiting for our BIPOC growers to send us their full product availability and volume for the coming year, for the coming season. So stay tuned. This will be built out far more as the season progresses. For now, though, we do have 2 year-round items, again, that we are able to offer that go towards socially disadvantaged growers. So the beef and the mushrooms do qualify as products from our socially disadvantaged growers that you can use if you need to build down that spend. The last tab here highlights all of the farm demographics and all of the information needed to support the reporting requirements for LFS. Most of this information will also be present on the invoices that we send. We send invoices the day before and the day of a delivery, so you should be able to reference those in order to submit your reporting requirements. But if you need any additional information, such as the business type, the size, the minority-owned status, women-owned status, we do have that available for you. This is fairly comprehensive, but if you notice there's any information missing, please let us know. We'll do the best that we can to make sure that this is as updated as possible. So this is the entire New Jersey availability spreadsheet that we, again, send out weekly on Mondays so that you have the full current availability of what you can order for the following week. In order to get started with us with orders, we'll need just some basic information. First thing we have a new customer agreement that we send out to all of our new customers. This essentially just highlights our practices, how we operate, and also highlights a 30-day billing cycle for most schools. If you need a different billing cycle, please let us know. We can try to work with you on that. We can offer 45-day terms or 15-day terms depending on your needs. But typically we stick with the 30-day billing cycle. And that new customer agreement, we'll just need that signed and returned. The next bit of information we'll need is just a delivery address, a delivery window, so the earliest and latest we can drop off, a point of contact for all deliveries, and then a point of contact for invoices as well. When it comes to deliveries, depending on the size of your district, our trucks can really only handle about 10 drops at a time. So if you have a number of schools within your district, let us know. We can work with you to figure out, a handful of schools that we're able to deliver to, or a centralized delivery location that we can support your needs for. Other than that, that is the majority of the information that we'll need from you in order to get signed on. In order to place orders, again, we're very simple. We do not have an online ordering system. All you're going to do is reference this tab on the availability sheet, send me an email directly at catherine@thecommonmarket.org, and we'll put that in the chat for you as well, with the items you're looking for, the number of cases you're looking for, and the requested delivery date. depending on where you are in New Jersey, will either be in your area on Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you are interested in learning more about those delivery dates, just feel free to reach out to us and let us know. We'll reference that for you and make sure that we give you the correct delivery dates. That's everything that I've got. I hope that that offers a comprehensive view of how to get signed on as a vendor with the Common Market to utilize your LFS funding. I hope it provides a good overview of the products that we do have available for you. If you have any additional questions or concerns or would like to speak to us further, again, please feel free to reach out to us at Catherine@thecommonmarket.org, and we'll do our best to field any questions.